All right, y'all, talking about basic submissions, running through the blue belt curriculum and purple belt submission curriculum. So the armbar from guard, basic armbar from guard is where we're starting here. So I'm going to work from full guard for all these basic drills. First one, we're working on to control our partner's head and control their arm. If you've got the gi on, you could be controlling at the sleeve here, or you could be controlling at the fabric, you know, like the tricep fabric here. But for the no-gi application here, we're going to grab his head and we're going to control the tricep. We have my fingers cupping right behind his elbow here. I don't want to have it like at his elbow, that's no good. And I don't want to have it too high on his armpit here either, that's no good for trapping it. I want to have it right behind his elbow at the beginning of the tricep, controlling his head. And when it's time to make my transition here, I'm going to pull the arm to me a little bit on the tricep grip, foot on the hip, keep my leg tight. I don't want to be open here. Bad idea to have your knee open. He can pull his arm right out, no problem. So keep your grip here, knee tight, and then I'm going to pivot, push off the hip, and I get my body at a 45 degree angle, and I'm trying to get his arm in line with my body here. The top leg here is crunching his shoulder line down. And then once I've done that and I'm controlling his posture, I can swing my leg that's on the hip and right in front of his face. Essentially, you just want to be right here. You don't want to make it too big of a swing. Be like this, because then he has more of a tendency to pull his arm through. So don't flower your leg, just crunch him down and then bring your foot or leg right in front of their face. From here, we want to pinch the knees together and dorsiflex the feet, crunch them down. And then I'm looking to push my hips up and pull the arm, keep the arm glued to my chest. Once you do that, get a quick tap, and then you can set it all up again. So when you rewind here, I'm just going to go right back into guard. And then, you can do 5 reps on one side and then try 5 reps on the other. Doing the other side here, I'm just going to look to control his tricep again. Opposite arm, opposite hand head control. Opposite heel goes on the hip. I rotate, I crunch. Then I'm looking to stuff his head. Look at this grip transition here. As I want to try and kind of keep control of his head as I bring the leg around here. If you can, it keeps everything nice and tight. Pinch the knees together. Don't cross your feet. We don't want to cross our feet because that tends to open our knees up and gives him the ability to posture up here. If Kenny tries to posture, yeah, go back. So if I keep my knees pinched, my heels, my feet dorsiflex, curling my toes back to my face, heels down, crunching him down here, and I can actually base off of him to get the finish. And right here, if he tries to lift up, I just base my hips, and then it's giving me everything I need to get the leverage for the finish. So, basic armbar. All right, control the head, control an arm, foot on the hip, rotate, and there we go. Now, a couple drills attached to the armbar. It's just basic left, right, gripping and rotating. So the first one here, we get my arm and head control, foot on the hip, knee tight, rotate, go back. Switch controls, grips, leg tight, rotate. You can go here all the way if you want, and then you go right back. You don't have to finish the armbar though, you just get the setup a bunch of times. It's very mechanical. Control the elbow, controlling the head, foot on the hip, rotate, finish, regard. Controlling the elbow, controlling the head, foot on the hip, rotate, front of the head, get your finish. So just getting that going back and forth for 3 to 5 minutes is really good. Getting familiar with re-gripping, which arm goes where on each side, that takes reps, knowing that. So which arm to go for, hand placement on which arm, that's all very important stuff. So the next one, once you understand that, then you can get this hip mobility drill. Don't do this one first, so you don't want to get good at this one and start cheating on your arm bars. So I'm going to go foot on the hip, rotate, crunch them down, standard arm bar. from here, this is where the mobility drill starts. So I'm going to bring my bottom leg, so to speak, lower leg here on the guard, on the arm bar, is going to kick off his hip here. I'm going to base my calf off of his hip. It's going to help me backspin. At the same time, I'm going to flower my top leg off of his head here. So I go here, and then I swing that bottom leg around. So a little bit of break dancing here. And now I'm in the perfect position to crunch my knees together and finish the arm bar here. I don't finish for the drill though, it's just mobility. So now I'm flowering the top leg, pivoting off the heel here. Sorry, Kitty. And so on. So from each position you land in, if we tighten everything up, we crunch them down, we pull our knees together. I'm ready, I'm in a tight arm bar. Ready to get it finished right here. So, for the purpose of the mobility drill, we don't finish. You just want to flow side to side and make sure your hips are off the ground when you're doing this. So, if you want to have good hip mobility to throw your arm bar, what we're doing here is getting used to, I'm getting used to basing on him and having my hips in the air. And then if you can get your part later on, the third part of this mobility drill is you just ask your partner to leave their arms on your chest, and you try and just use your hips to make the drill happen. So we go hands free, try not to latch on anything, and if the person on bottom moves away a little bit, person on top catches up, helps out with the drill. Okay? So get it going. But you try and stay tight and underneath them, and try not to back away and end up back here in the drill because that kills your mobility. So, try it broken down, arm bars right side, left side, then alternating. Then you can do the mobility drill, left and right, and then you can try the mobility drill hands free. So it's the different ways to progress in the drills.